Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the law of attraction. As usual, I'm going to go into what it is and how we can actually use it. You actually find that my last video on positive affirmations links in quite well with this video. So if you haven't already watched that, I suggest that you watch that first. I'm going to link it in the card above here. And yeah, I would suggest go watching that first and then coming back to this video. But more on the law of attraction in a bit. Stay tuned. So what actually is the law of attraction? So the law of attraction is this fundamental law, just like gravity, and it's about thoughts and reality and the link between both. So in a nutshell, if you think positive thoughts, you're going to have positive life experiences. If you think negative thoughts, you're going to have negative life experiences. But that doesn't mean that if you have one positive thought, you're going to have positive life experiences, or if you think one negative thought, you're going to have negative life experiences. It's more about consistently thinking either negative or positive. The law doesn't favour anyone and it's always working all the time. There's actually 7 different subtypes of the law of attraction, and I'm going to go into each one a bit later in the video, so stick around for that. But essentially what it's about is about giving off vibrations and frequencies. So when you are thinking positive thoughts consistently, you're sending out this one vibration to the universe, and the universe responds on the same vibration, but instead of thoughts as you're giving the universe gives you positive life experiences, and that's how the two meet. That's how thoughts and reality meet. So yeah, that's one side of it, but then you have to also remember that there's the negative side of it. If you are putting out negative vibrations to the universe consistently with negative thoughts, negative actions, then the universe is going to respond to that too in negative life experiences. So you have to be careful about what you think regularly. One negative thought isn't going to hurt, and everyone has negative thoughts from time to time, and that's not bad. That's a good thing because life is up and down, and that's fine. But it's about consistently thinking negative and that being an issue. The science behind it has actually been featured on Forbes and HuffPost and quite a lot of big media sites. So the law of attraction is definitely a big thing, and I would suggest that if you're interested in the science behind it all, then you do some research on the internet, because it can get quite complicated and there are different theories. But as I said, essentially most of it's to do with vibrations and frequencies. So there's been loads of like formulas, almost not mathematical formulas but almost word formulas, that have made the concept of the law of attraction a lot easier to understand, and these have been featured in books, podcasts, lectures, all sorts of different things. And one really famous one is ask, believe and receive. So your thoughts are doing the asking for you, and the thing is with these thoughts, you can't just have these thoughts and have no like flesh behind them. You have to really believe in what you're asking for, which is the believe, and then the receive is the results that you see around you. Another one I saw was thoughts becoming feelings, becoming action, becoming results, and that's quite similar to ask, believe and receive. So the thoughts are asking, the feeling is believing, and I did say that this was about believing in your thoughts, but it's also about adding emotion, and that emotion is to do with your own personal desires and motivations, and how your thoughts are linked to all of that. Because in my last video, in my positive affirmations video, I mentioned that when you add emotion to positive affirmations, they become a lot stronger, and just adding emotion to any string of words, it really takes it to that next level. And the same thing applies here. If you really believe in what you are thinking, in what you are desiring, then you're more likely to see more of an effect of the law of attraction. One thing that the ask, believe and receive model doesn't have is the action, and I think that the action is a really important part of the law of attraction in general. So what I mean by action is you can think all these thoughts, but if you do nothing to go forward with them, then nothing is going to change. If nothing changes, nothing changes, right? So one way I want to illustrate that is by talking about this video that I saw 2 to 3 years ago, and it was Jim Carrey and Oprah, and they were talking about visualization and the law of attraction. And one thing that Jim said that really stuck with me until today was that you can't just visualize and then go eat a sandwich.
Visualization works if you work hard.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. You can't just visualize and then, you know, go eat a sandwich.
And just thinking about that really showed me the importance of the action component within the law of attraction. So yeah, action is a very important part, and not just any action. It has to be clear action and goal-oriented action. And I think that's the key that a lot of people miss with the law of attraction, and that's why a lot of people don't think it works. The law of attraction only facilitates the action that you're taking. So really the action is the main bit, but the law of attraction helps get you there. So going back to the model, we have thoughts going to feelings, going to action, going to results. And this is similar to receiving in ask, believe and receive. And this is where you know that your thinking and your action has come to something and it's gotten you what you've wanted, what you've been thinking about consistently. And that's where almost the magic of the law of attraction actually happens. Although it's not actually magic, it's scientific and it's a real thing. If you're still skeptical about the whole thing and you're thinking I'm talking rubbish, which a lot of people do think initially about the law of attraction, it just doesn't seem real. It seems almost too good to be true. But I'm going to give you some everyday examples that you may have witnessed yourself. One example is that if you've bought a car and then suddenly you're seeing that car everywhere, that's because you've sent out signals to the universe about this car and the universe is responding back. Or let's say you were thinking about someone and that same day they decide to text you or call you out of the blue. That is because you sent a signal out to the universe and it came back with a response. And a lot of people have actually witnessed that second one and they've experienced that. So it's a real thing, and it's definitely not like hocus pocus as a lot of people term it. And if you have witnessed or experienced those, then you may have thought it was creepy or weird, because I certainly did. And then I found out what it was, and then it all made a lot more sense. And then it really dawned on me, there are no such thing as coincidences. Coincidences don't exist. It's about the vibrations that you send out. So we've talked about how we can use the law of attraction in terms of thinking, but there's actually a few more ways that you can use it and really harness its power. So again, if we talk about positive affirmations, that's another really good way of using the law of attraction, and that's because you're thinking about the same things that you want in your life again and again and again. So it's sending out those vibrations where the universe will respond. There's actually something called attraction affirmations as well, so law of attraction affirmations, and these are specific to using the power of the law of attraction. So I'm going to read 2 examples that I found that I quite liked. The first one is, I'm constantly striving to raise my vibration through good thoughts, words and actions. And then there's also, I believe that by raising my vibration, I'm attracting more of what I desire. So those are, as you can see, quite focused on the law of attraction, but again, it all boils down to thinking good thoughts and about what you want in life. And remember, those were in the present tense too. So yeah, positive affirmations and the law of attraction affirmations are quite similar, and in some cases they are the same, really. So that's the major link between positive affirmations and the law of attraction. They go hand in hand, hence why I decided to do this video straight after the last one. Also, earlier in the video I mentioned the 7 subtypes of the law of attraction, and I'm going to go into them each a bit now. So the first one we have is the law of manifestation, and that's probably the one that most people consider to be the law of attraction. And it's about consciously making decisions and consciously thinking about things that are going to get you further in life. And not just that, it's also about thinking positively as well. The second one that we have is the law of magnetism, and this is about the vibrations and the frequency. This is kind of like the sciencey bit behind all of it, and it's about being on the same vibration as the things that you want to attract into your own life. Then we have the law of unwavering desire. This sounds quite fancy in my opinion, but it's about the emotion and the feelings that we discussed before. So it's about your intentions deep down and whether your intentions actually match the thoughts that you're thinking. Society makes us believe certain things are good for us in our lives, whereas as people that may not be what we actually want. So I would say that asking yourself what you want before you go out to use the law of attraction can be a really good thing, and that can come through journaling. If you have not watched my journaling video already, I will link it in the card above. But journaling is all about self-awareness, and here self-awareness can be a really good thing because then you can take affirmations and thoughts that really fuel your desires and your motivations in life and use them for the law of attraction. And it also links back to adding emotion to your positive affirmations and just taking them to that next level. Then we have the law of delicate balance, and this is about finding balance in yourself, and it's about gratitude. It's like the attitude of gratitude. That's like a phrase that's quite well known, and it's about being appreciative for what you already have, to send good signals to the universe to give you more. So without being grateful for what you already have, you cannot receive more. The law of attraction is not about being greedy at all in any way. I think that when people take this law, this fundamental law, and use it to be greedy, it ends up not working. So you have to be grateful for what you have, and part of that is finding balance in yourself and finding happiness in the things already around you. The next subtype is the law of harmony, and this is all about having respect for other human beings but also yourself, and finding happiness within yourself rather than looking outwards. And when you do that, you become a lot more content, you become a lot more fulfilled, and the universe recognizes this, and as a result it can give you more. And it's also about not having conflict in your life. It's about keeping the peace. Number 6 is the law of right action, and this is about just doing the right thing, being the bigger person, being a good person. And again, the universe recognizes this and gives you more as almost a reward for it. But you doing the right thing, it shouldn't just be for the fact that it looks good. It should be for the fact that it makes you feel content, and that feeling of contentment, as I said for the law of harmony, that again is something that the universe recognizes and responds to. And then lastly, we have the law of universal influence, and this is about the influence that you have on the world. You may not think it, but you actually have a lot more influence than you think you do. And yes, you have influence on your family and friends, that's almost granted, but you also have influence on strangers. Like, the things that you do or the things that you will go on to do will affect strangers, and that good influence, being a positive influence, is again something the universe responds to, and it helps you harness the power of the law of attraction even more. Those 7 subtypes I didn't actually know existed until today, and something that I think about those 7 subtypes is that a lot of them are to do with emotional growth and trying to be the best version of yourself. And not just the best version of yourself, the most authentic version of yourself too. And I think that with emotional growth, with journaling, with positive affirmations, with not overthinking, all of these things tie in. So really working on yourself as an individual, not just on the outside but on the inside as well, I think that can really have a positive impact on your life. But anyway, that's me going on a bit of a tangent. Actually, one more thing that I want to mention is that you can think good thoughts and you can take action and you can have all this feeling, but there's one thing that's missing from all of it in order to see results, and that's time. Like, some things just need to take time. And one example that I've actually seen on this is that a baby cannot be born in a month. It's going to take around 9 months, and that's just the time it's going to take. You can't change that. So it's the same with this. And yes, the law of attraction can help, but there's some things that just need to take that time, and will take that time, but that doesn't mean you won't see results, so don't be disheartened by that. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see weekly content on personal growth, self-development and productivity, then also hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. Did you know about the law of attraction before? If so, let me know in the comments. If not, what did you learn? What did you take out of this? But thank you again for watching. I hope to see you next week. Bye!